everybody, this is Carissa from Inky Fairy Designs, and I'm back with another fun, fabulous Brutus Monroe project with you this week. And I want to show you the supplies that I'm using. First off, I am using this month's June 2020 die of the month, which is this gorgeous flower burst die. And then I pulled out some other products from my stash, like these square foundation dies, as well as this stamp set, Extra Sentimental. It has all of these great sentiments that are perfect for creating just anytime, any occasion cards. Of course, I'm going to use detail ink in Raven. I am loving this detail grabber and the Easy Squeeze Crystal Clear Glue, which is perfect for the intricate dies. One thing I didn't share on camera, oh, I forgot, these are the Silver Prism sequins. One thing I didn't share in this little product video was this mermaid paper that I cut out using this die. So here is the die. You can see how intricate it is, and that's the mermaid paper. And can you just see that color shift? I am obsessed with things that shift, like color shift nail polish, color shift shoes, purses, all of that stuff. So when I saw this mermaid paper, I knew I had to have it, and I got a little sample of it in my design team, or my creative inspiration team. I can never remember what everybody calls it. Inspiration team box. And yeah, I got some more because I knew I would love it. Anyway, it's awesome. There are 2 different colors of it, and definitely check it out if you love things that shift in color like I do. Okay, so I'm always fighting with my Misty door. I don't know why. There's got to be some glue or tape or something stuck there on the door. So here I decided to use the Hello Darling stamp from the Extra Sentimental, and I am stamping it on some Not Your Mama's heavyweight cardstock, and I stamp it multiple times. You'll see here. I also have a little helper today in my video. I am a mama of 5, if some of you guys don't know, and my youngest is 2, and very often when I'm filming, she's in the background doing something, and it's just one of the reasons why I do voiceovers. But her little hand decides to make a debut or an appearance in our video today. So here I am just stamping, and you can see I kept everything real time because this card was extremely quick and easy. So here she is. She couldn't really reach, so I'm helping her. She's a stamper in the making, isn't she? So yeah, I kept it in real time. The longest thing that, oh, here she is. She loves to give thumbs up. Looks good. The longest thing that took, the thing that took the longest, oh, if I could talk, is cutting out the die, and not cutting it out, not running it through my die machine, but actually like popping out all of the bits and pieces. That really was the longest part of this whole process, which I obviously didn't film. But I am thinking, we've been talking in the inspiration team about like intricate dies and stuff, and I think next time when I work with something like this, maybe next month's die of the month video, I am going to try my Gemini with a metal shim, and I also think I'm going to try some of the Brutus Monroe release papers, die release papers, and see if that helps, because my main thing with dies like this, I love these huge A2 size background dies. They are beautiful, and they create the most stunning, simple, elegant backgrounds depending on like what kind of papers you use, what techniques, and all that kind of stuff. But my biggest thing is that I don't like to punch out all the bits and pieces. So I'm going to try those 2 things, and you'll see me back next month, and I will let you know if they helped, and I'll probably become obsessed with using this die once I give those 2 things a shot. But like I said, that was the longest thing. And you can see here I had ripped one tiny little piece because it's so detailed. These little like bursts and flowers and lines. But you know what? I wasn't going to waste that mermaid paper because it is gorgeous. So I just decided that is where my sentiment would go. And I thought it would be fun to kind of offset my sentiment on this using the square foundation dies, but not as a square. So I wanted to give it a little bit of flair, a little bit of flavor, something a little bit unexpected. So when I place that sentiment on my paper, I kind of offset it a little bit. And you'll see what I mean here once I get this release paper off, which I kind of struggle with. This is the double-sided tape that Brutus Monroe carries, and I thought I wasn't sure how the mermaid paper would take like the liquid adhesive because it does have like a coating on it. It has texture on it, so I wanted something really, really strong. So I thought the double-sided tape would be perfect. Now, do you see my daughter every once in a while? Like, she handed me my Kindle. She's just like doing all kinds of stuff over there off to the side. If you could only see, uh, yeah, but I managed. And I normally would use my guillotine trimmer for this. It makes cutting off these little offset things that hang off so much easier, but I'll be honest, it is completely buried off to the side of my desk, and it's like an avalanche waiting to happen. So I wasn't about to move any of that stuff to get to it. So I just used my scissors today, and scissors work great. So if you only have scissors, that's also a great way to kind of cut off these little bits and pieces. I just follow the cardstock and cut it right off. But do you see how that kind of, it's not a square anymore. It's just angled slightly different, and it gives it a bit of flavor, I think. And especially with that beautiful paper in the background, I really didn't want to do too much, so I kept it very simple. However, we're going to pull in some of these gorgeous sequins. I mean, we've got the color shift paper on that background die. Now we're going to have some prism holographic sequins, and I think these really are just the icing on the top. In the back for my card base, I forgot to mention I am using the Midnight cardstock. I believe that's what it's called. I think I've remembered it now. But it is the dark blue navy cardstock from Brutus Monroe, and I absolutely love it. So now this is the decorative grabber that Brutus Monroe carries, and I'm obsessed with it. Look at this. I actually use my fingers for the first few times to kind of put that sequin down into the glue and hold it there because that's what I'm used to. But then I realized that I don't need to do that. So look, I use the little pointy end to kind of move it around and push it to where I want it, but I can pick up the sequin with that little sticky bit on the end, and then I put it on the glue and it releases it like magic. Don't know how it works, but it works, and I love it, and it's my new favorite tool. Plus, it's pretty. There are some like black little jewels in it. I just love it. It's so, so pretty to look at. I like to have pretty things in my craft room, but I also like to have things that actually function, and this thing is both. So I just love that look. Look, I'm going to put that glue down, and then boom, it releases. So, so cool. So if you guys haven't checked that out, do so. And I also love the Easy Squeeze crystal clear glue. It's awesome. It held down my mermaid paper perfectly. And there's my card for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed my little helper here. She's going to give us another thumbs up for this project today. And if you did like this, be sure to give this video a thumbs up over there in the corner, and subscribe to this channel so that you can see more videos like this. As always, if you're sharing your projects on social media, please tag Brutus Monroe as well as myself at Inky Fairy Designs. I love to see what you guys are creating out there, and it's just so much fun for me to come around and say hi. So I will see you guys very soon next week. in the next video. Until then, bye.